Introduction. Money is often seen as a mathematical subject, numbers, calculations, returns, and formulas. But in reality, as Morgan Housel explains, money is far more about behavior than intelligence. Two people with the same knowledge can make completely different financial decisions, simply because of their experiences, emotions, and beliefs. This book doesn't try to teach you how to pick stocks or predict markets. Instead, it focuses on how your mindset, habits, and psychology shape your financial outcomes. Because in the long run, it's not the smartest investor who wins, it's the most disciplined and consistent one. And once you understand this, you begin to see that managing money is really about managing yourself. Your financial success is ultimately a reflection of your daily habits and long-term thinking. Section 1. No one is crazy. People make financial decisions based on their personal experiences. What seems irrational to you might make perfect sense to someone else. For example, someone who grew up during a recession may avoid stocks entirely, while another person raised in a booming economy may take high risks confidently. Your financial behavior is shaped by what you've seen and lived through. That's why judging others, or blindly copying them, can lead to poor decisions. The key is to understand your own biases and build a strategy that works for your reality, not someone else's. When you accept this, you stop comparing and start making better personal financial choices. Clarity about your own journey helps you avoid unnecessary confusion and mistakes. Section 2. Luck and risk. Success and failure are never completely in your control. Luck and risk play a huge role in financial outcomes. Morgan Housel shares examples where people achieved massive success partly due to being in the right place at the right time. Similarly, some failures happen despite doing everything right. This doesn't mean effort doesn't matter, but it does mean humility is important. Never assume your success is purely skill, or someone else's failure is purely their fault. Respect both luck and risk, and avoid extreme confidence. Understanding this balance helps you stay grounded during both success and failure. Accepting uncertainty allows you to make wiser and more balanced financial decisions. Section 3. Never enough. One of the biggest financial mistakes is not knowing when to stop. People often chase more and more money, even when they already have enough. This endless desire can lead to risky decisions and eventual loss. The hardest financial skill is not earning money, it's knowing when you have enough. Contentment is not about having less ambition, but about having control over your desires. True wealth begins when you stop needing more to feel satisfied. When you define enough, you protect yourself from unnecessary risks driven by greed. Knowing your limits gives you both financial stability and peace of mind. Section 4. Confounding compounding. Compounding is one of the most powerful forces in finance, but it works best with time and patience. Even small returns, when compounded over long periods, can lead to extraordinary outcomes. The problem is, people often underestimate how long it takes. They give up too early, missing out on the biggest gains. The secret is simple. Stay invested, avoid interruptions, and let time do the heavy lifting. Consistency over long periods quietly builds results that seem impossible in the short term. Time, not timing, is the real driver of extraordinary financial growth. The longer you stay committed, the more powerful compounding becomes. Section 5. Getting wealthy vs. staying wealthy. Making money and keeping money require completely different skills. To build wealth, you often need to take risks, be optimistic, and seize opportunities. But to preserve wealth, you need caution, discipline, and humility. Many people succeed in earning money but fail in keeping it because they continue taking unnecessary risks. The goal is not just to get rich, but to stay rich. And staying rich often means protecting what you have rather than constantly chasing more. Longevity in the game matters more than short-term wins. Sustainable success comes from balancing growth with protection. Section 6. Tails, you win. In investing, a small number of decisions often drive the majority of results. You don't need to be right all the time. Even if you fail multiple times, a few big wins can make everything worthwhile. This idea reduces pressure. Instead of trying to be perfect, focus on staying in the game long enough to catch those big wins. Patience and consistency matter more than perfection. Your job is not to avoid mistakes completely, but to survive long enough for success to show up. A few exceptional outcomes can outweigh many average or poor ones. Focus on long-term participation rather than short-term perfection. Section 7. Freedom is the goal. The true value of money is not luxury, it's freedom. Money gives you the ability to control your time, make your own decisions, and live life on your terms. This freedom is far more valuable than expensive possessions. If your financial decisions don't increase your freedom, you may be chasing the wrong goals. Ultimately, wealth should simplify your life, not complicate it. And the more control you have over your time, the richer your life truly becomes. Financial independence is less about wealth size and more about lifestyle flexibility. True success is waking up and having control over how you spend your day. Section 8. Man in the car paradox. People often buy expensive things to impress others, but it rarely works the way they expect. When you see someone driving a luxury car, you don't admire the driver, you imagine yourself in that car. This means spending money to gain respect often fails. True respect comes from character, not possessions. Real admiration is earned through actions and values, not through visible symbols of wealth. People remember how you live, not what you own. Trying to impress others often leads to decisions that don't truly serve your happiness. Genuine respect grows from authenticity, not from material display. Section 9. Wealth is what you don't see. Wealth is not about what you spend, it's about what you save. Expensive cars, big houses, and luxury items are visible signs of spending, not wealth. Real wealth is hidden. It's the money you haven't spent yet. The ability to save and invest consistently is what truly builds financial strength. Silent financial discipline is far more powerful than visible financial success. What stays in your account matters far more than what leaves it. True financial security is built quietly, away from public attention. The less you need to show, the stronger your financial position becomes. Section 10. Reasonable or rational. Financial decisions don't have to be perfectly rational, they just need to be reasonable. Trying to optimize every decision can lead to stress and burnout. Instead, focus on strategies that you can stick to over the long term. A simple, sustainable plan is better than a perfect but unrealistic one. The best financial plan is the one you can follow without giving up. Long-term success depends more on consistency than on perfection. Behavior you can maintain is more valuable than strategies you can't sustain. Simplicity and discipline often outperform complexity and overthinking. Conclusion. The psychology of money teaches us that financial success is not about mastering complex strategies, it's about mastering yourself. Your habits, patience, discipline, and mindset matter far more than technical knowledge. If you can control your emotions, stay consistent, and think long-term, you can achieve financial success regardless of your starting point. Because in the end, money is less about numbers and more about behavior. And once you align your behavior with your goals, financial success becomes a natural outcome. When your mindset is right, your financial journey becomes much simpler and more sustainable. Ultimately, your relationship with money determines the direction of your financial life. Build the right mindset, and everything else will follow naturally over time.